Hey out there. Today I'm doing a little bit of reflecting, or I don't know if it's deep thinking, but an old friend of mine that I was friendly with when I was a teenager, he died yesterday. 53 years old. I found out this morning. Diane told me she saw it, I think, on Facebook. And first thing I thought of was, I know he has kids and a family, and I was sad for that. I saw him about 6 or 7 months ago, and I reminisced with him about our teenage shenanigans, going to concerts and the ruckus and the everything else. And anyway, he seemed like he was in good space, and he looked like he was in good shape, and it was a surprise. But maybe my selfishness makes me think about how it affects me. I guess it was in a good way, though, because first thing I was thinking of is when it's my time, I want to go with a clean slate. I don't want there to be anyone that I've hurt out there that I haven't made amends to. I think I've done a pretty good job. I have a track record now of quite a few years that I've been trying to do the right thing, and I don't think there's anyone out there that I need to make an amends to. If I'm wrong, just let me know. I'm open-minded. But besides that, I was thinking about another level besides just, dying with a clean slate, is also letting people that are in my life right now know what they mean to me. I think I do a pretty good job. I'm not into self-pity right now or anything like that, but I am saying that I don't know if every day I tell my family members and friends how much they mean to me, and I could do that more often. When I interact with people, I truly try to be kind and loving, and I fall short a lot of times. I guess I was thinking, what would the world look like? And then I said, oh, there's another part of my selfishness, is instead of what would the world look like, what would my life look like? What would my life look like if wherever I went and whatever I did, even if I didn't verbally acknowledge somebody else's presence or send a compliment or a nice kind word or something like that, if I didn't do that, what if I at least had like loving thoughts for everyone that I come in contact with? I mean, it doesn't like add tasks to my life. It's easy, whether it's a cashier somewhere or, a delivery person or, my neighbors or something like that. What would my life look like? Because I know what it feels like to receive a compliment. And I feel like I'm on top of the world sometimes. I have to work on not deflecting those compliments. I remember my mom when I was a kid. So in other words, I learned this from my mom. Maybe we'd say something like, hey, the meatloaf was great. And then she would say, no, it's too dry. Deflecting that compliment. And I probably learned it from her. Maybe we all have that. But I've been trying to practice with just sitting with a compliment, seeing how that feels. And man, it feels awesome. It feels like I'm $1,000,000. Knowing how that feels, I try to be more complimentary as I go through life. And again, I fall short. But I truly tried to tell people how I feel about them or good service, let's say, or somebody that goes out of their way and spends some time with me. Because in the beginning, I was talking about amends. And what I mean by amends is that I hurt people many years ago. And I truly try to make amends as far as whether I stole somebody's peace of mind or did something else. Try to go back and say, you didn't deserve that. And I'd like to make it right. And now I'm talking about, what if I go out to Wawa and Quick Check and I think the cashier is taking a little bit too much time. She's not going fast enough. What if I take into consideration that, there's another human being on the other side of the counter and she's got her own life going on, and maybe I can have a little more patience and tolerance. Matter of fact, when I go up, maybe I could say something to her that, I'm really glad that you're here so that I can get these things that I need. So thank you. What would she feel like? Would it change anything? I tell you, I don't know if it would, but it would change something in me. would change something in me, because I really believe that giving and receiving are the same. So when I receive a compliment and I feel the way that I do, then it's giving and receiving are the same. The compliment that I pass will be received by me, and I'll feel just as good as if I was getting a compliment. I love paradoxes like that. So anyway, I'm trying to not have this be a fleeting moment, like a New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose 50 pounds, and I go hard at the gym for 3 days, and then I waver. I'm going to try to practice it. I'm going to try to practice this more often. And thanks for tuning in.